I'm really troubled by what we've seen is many of these marches, they set out with an intent to march near synagogues, etc., and every single time we put conditions on to prevent that. But even that intent causes me concern that they repeatedly ask to do such things.
Speaking to The Times, Rowley repeated those claims, saying this about the march organisers. Their initial suggestion for their route, their march, has involved walking by a synagogue. Each time we've prevented that. We've put conditions on each time. The fact that features as the organiser's intent, I think that sends a message. That feels like anti-Semitism. Interesting, isn't it? He doesn't actually accuse them of it. This is a police officer. That feels like, wow. That may be a fair or unfair inference, but that's the message it sends.
This is so insane, right? The basis of this allegation, this like complete smear from the Met Commissioner, is that Stop the War wanted to start and did start a number of protests at the BBC. This is Oxford Circus, right? So it's one of the busiest parts of London, one of the most
busiest part, right?
The busiest part in London, one of the most normal places in the country, or probably the most normal place in the country to start a march. Now, it happens to be the case that 350 meters away, so a third of a kilometer, a number of blocks away, there is a synagogue. The march didn't go past the synagogue. The idea is that you can't start a march anywhere which is half a kilometer away from a synagogue, even if it is in the literal center of London. So no one is allowed to protest the BBC anymore because like 7 blocks away, there is a synagogue. You should be able to start a march at the BBC, at Oxford Circus, regardless of whether a few blocks around there is a synagogue. But now it's been contorted to be that they specifically wanted to march past a synagogue. And that would feel like anti-Semitism. That would be incredibly sinister. That would feel like anti-Semitism. But they started a march at the BBC, walked down Regent Street, like the busiest road in London. And now that's anti-Semitism because a third of a kilometre away, there is a synagogue. It's insane.